Okay, the last topic for chapter 7 is multiplying binomials. We look at the word binomial here, that means two terms, bi meaning two. So we look at this example here, there's two terms in the first one, x and plus 3, and then two terms here, x and 5. So what happens when we multiply them? Well, you're going to learn two methods for doing this, simplifying by multiplying binomials. The first is called the FOIL method. This is like the classic method that people have used for a while. Basically what we're doing here is we're identifying the different parts of the four pieces. So you got like 1, 2, 3, 4 different pieces here. The FOIL is an acronym, so it stands for, F stands for multiplying the first terms. So I'm just going to highlight with colors here. You don't necessarily have to write this as notes. I'm just going to make sure you understand where each part is. So the first in purple is the first term of each piece. Okay, so we're going to multiply the x and the x in this case. The O is the outer pieces. So that's going to be, let's get rid of that. So the first is x and x. The outers is going to be like the end caps. So that's going to be x and 5. Okay, the inners are the two pieces that are right next to each other in the middle. And the last would be the last term of each binomial. So that would be the 3 and the 5. So we're doing a first, oops, wrong color. We're doing a first, outer, inner, and last. So if we were doing this example here using FOIL, it would look something like this. Let me just erase all this. So the first, we're going to multiply x by x. That's x squared. The outers, that's multiplying x by 5. So that's 5x. Now it's a plus because it's positive. Okay. Now we're going to multiply the inners. Those are the two ones right next to each other. That's 3x, and that's positive, so that's plus. And then the last two terms, that's the 3 and the 5. That's 15. Okay. And as you can see, we're kind of multiplying every pair of things. The first pair, the outer pair, the inner pair, and the last pair. And then all you do, as it says here, is combine any terms. These are both x terms. So the final answer down here would be x squared plus 8x plus 15. Now it's done. If you think about what FOIL really is, it's the same as doing two distributive properties. So if we follow the little steps here, it says distribute the x. Okay, that's like doing the f. And the O at the same time, first and the outer. So we're distributing the x here would give us x squared, x times x, and then x times 5 would be plus 5x. Then distribute the 3. Alright, well that's like doing the inner and the last. So now we're left with, so it's x squared plus 5x plus 3x, that's 3 times x plus 15. Oh look, we get the same thing. We combine the two terms, x squared plus 8x plus 15. So you can think of it as like double distribution, or you can think of it as FOIL. Take a look at the next slide real quick. Okay, so what you're doing here is using the FOIL method. Remember, visually, this is what you're doing. First, outer, inner, last. Combine like terms. Go ahead and try these 6 problems.